Well, hello everybody. I didn't think I'd be recording this today, but I knew I was going to be recording Subnautica, but this is a completely different kind of video, kind of a sad video. I'm not sure how this is going to go. Maybe I can get the files back. I'm not sure, but as it stands right now, the save game that I have been working on for 20 plus episodes now is apparently gone. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So essentially, as soon as I load into the game, I'm roughly here-ish. There's like a first aid kit like hanging in the air right here, and nothing else really happens. It kind of acts like it's at the beginning of the game, but it didn't go through the whole intro sequence or anything. But you go in here, and there's nothing. There isn't even a fabricator here. In fact, where the first aid kit maker should be is just an empty hole out into the ocean for some reason. So there's not even any batteries here. So you can't even use any batteries or anything. So okay, let me just say this. This I do not believe is my fault. Let me explain the situation that I was going through shortly before this happened. Okay, so I decided to try out experimental, and no, this isn't. At least I don't think that's what caused this problem. I tried out experimental, started a new save game on hardcore, tried out all the new stuff that had recently been put in. Kind of familiarize myself with what was coming up in newer updates. I tried to load up this save file with in experimental like once, but the game froze and I canceled out of it immediately. So I don't think that was a problem, especially considering not almost immediately after I took a shower and all that stuff, but say 10-20 minutes later, I undid the experimental mode, whatever, and I loaded up this save file again, and it still had everything. I was still in the inactive lava zone. My new base was there, all that stuff. So that I don't think that was the problem. However, I did notice there was something of a graphical glitch going on. I'm not sure if that was with my graphics card or just something that was happening on the computer at that time. But every now and again, the screen would flash like it was having trouble refreshing the image or whatever. And that was happening outside of the game as well as inside the game. It wasn't specifically something with the game. So what I did was I restarted my computer, just hard restart. Just let it clear out whatever might have been causing that problem. I come back and I look at Steam. Subnautica is not installed, or at least it wasn't detecting that it was installed. I look in my boot drive, and Subnautica is still there with all the save files and everything there. So I go to load up Subnautica through Steam. It says something along the lines of detecting already downloaded files or something like that, and it essentially didn't have to download anything because everything was already there. I go into the game, and this happens. So I'd say this is most likely a game bug, or maybe even a Steam bug, not necessarily anything to do with me. What do I do going forward? Should I, take 20 hours plus and farm, do all the farming I did, do all the progression I did, do all that shit, or should I just cheat and get back to where I was in the game? Because during that time when I was messing around with experimental, I learned how to cheat. For the record, up until now, up until today, maybe last night, something. I did not know how to cheat. I did not know anything about how to cheat. I didn't even know how to turn on the console because I didn't want to teach myself that. I didn't want to teach myself. I didn't want to even know how to do it, how to enable that feature, so that I would never try. I would never have that to fall back on. So I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I think personally, I think that it's only fair that I get to cheat this once. I'm not gonna, you know, bring stuff in that hasn't been there before. But I'm going to do my best to essentially replicate, to the best detail I can, what I had at the time that this corrupted. So that means I got to put a lot of time in this. So hopefully I'll have something up by Monday. If not, then this is probably what's happening. So yeah. Hooray for game corruption!